Welcome to the finale of Alan Wake episode 5 of 6. And in this part, we finally reach a well-lit room.
Thanks to Sarah and Barry being able to hold their own against the Horde of Taken.
The
Trademark Do
Horde.
Not Steal.
Very
Come
good,
on, Barry.
Barry.
That is not the funniest thing that you can do right now.
It was a parody, because Night Springs can go screw itself.
Well, here's the thing. I like the fact that Night Springs is actually a ripoff on the Twilight Zone. Specifically because Twilight Zone is actually really damn good. But more often than not, they end up using Night Springs as an exploratory measure to show that Alan has always had these particular problems.
Nothing moves like that. It's impossible.
Yeah, well, I'm definitely glad.
She has clearly never seen a tiger beetle.
Do something.
I don't think I've seen a tiger beetle.
I have also not seen a tiger beetle. However, the tiger beetle is one of the coolest insects in the entire world because it runs at it's either a literal or a scale of 200 miles an hour for about 2 seconds.
Oh, so it can't go 200 miles in 1 hour, but it can travel like 250 feet per second.
Wait,
Yeah.
call the elevator. I'm
You know,
pretty
scaled
lost.
down to the distance it would actually go. That is a fast fucking beetle.
Yeah, I think it's supposedly like 35 miles per hour if we would scale it up.
Oh no! Oh no!
Right, because velocity is just distance divided by time. So even if the distance is
Right.
really small, if the time also is really small, then that's high velocity.
Yep.
Like a tiger, it roars, and then it moves very, very quietly on the ground, while wiggling these cute
Well, I
little...
think they ended up calling it a tiger beetle specifically for the area that it lives in, since it's a deep jungle insect.
Right there. I swear this is the slowest elevator in the world.
This is
No,
not the...
this is not the slowest elevator in the world. It's not even the slowest elevator in video game history. Because if you recall, in every beat 'em up that has ever been printed, there is a really goddamn slow elevator section. And I remember the Turtles in Time elevator stops for 4 different freaking floors, continuously throwing bad guys at you. It is bullshit. And they do this multiple times. They do it in Ninja Warrior, they do it in Ninja Gaiden, they do it in any beat 'em up game that has an elevator segment, has the elevator stop at least twice.
I was gonna say, I think both Streets of Rage 1 and 2, the level right before you reach Mr. X is an elevator segment.
There's an entrance into the
See?
It's a whole
Every
level.
single beat 'em up game has got a goddamn elevator segment.
But they usually don't have bosses in the elevator segments.
True. I think Ninja Warrior actually does.
Yeah.
Seriously? Might as well be Paul Bunyan or Bigfoot.
Yeah, well, he was real.
He was real. He was
He
really
was. He
real.
lived in the cabin that I'm staying at.
Shut up. Telling me Mike Tom Zane isn't real next to gonna tell me Easter Bunny ain't real. Damn it.
Alan, the Easter Bunny got murdered by Barry.
My fragile eggshell illusion of reality is broken.
Past cloud, the notification says reach the top of the dam. You cannot reach the top of the dam by running into the doors over and over.
More like, okay, push the... If only these objectives were more immediate, like push the button, go through the door, follow, watch cutscene. Of course we're separated now.
See, that is what happens when you don't follow the on-screen prompts. Now Barry and Sarah are stuck in the well-room and you can't get into them.
Oh, this is why I have to reach the top of the dam. It's like I should have already known we were gonna get separated.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how the game has played out this chapter. Like, we spend a little bit of time with Sarah and Barry, and then we get separated from them and have to find our way back to them.
And now giant thimbles are going to crush us.
Unless we delete them with the power of shining lights.
With the power of portable electricity in this modern age of digital and internet.
You don't have to kill all the poltergeists, past Cloud.
Now, here's something I had only just thought of. So darkness is an archetypical enemy. It draws from human fear of the night. So such a foe would have existed would have existed forever. And now that Alan Wake has missed the manuscript, he has to wonder, well, how would people in the fucking 1700s have dealt with this crap?
Oh, they would have related into various fairy tales. That's how we got the boogeyman and the interpretation of nightmares from Rise of the Guardians. Pitch Black is an amazing villain.
Yes. So instead, let's not fight it. Let's just tell stories about it so that our kids don't fall prey to it.
Right. More damned birds.
That makes a lot of sense. Because here's a reference I haven't made in a while. The Bible, and a lot of the prayers in the Book of Psalms actually are designed to bring comfort to people who are in a situation where maybe there's a bear or a lion that is nearby, and the person doesn't know if they're going to live or die because they can't get away that easily. So they have the prayers give people an opportunity to cope, which I thought was pretty interesting. This is a very fucking difficult section that took me many tries, hence the jump cut.
We've already heard that one.
I was ridiculously outnumbered. The searchlight could even the odds.
You use the searchlight.
Is this a turret section?
It is a turret section. You have to use this fucking searchlight because otherwise enemies will overwhelm you, you will die, and you will get really, really, really frustrated.
Okay. But as a turret section, as long as they're only coming from these three particular angles, you should be okay.
Right. If you're using the turret.
You tried to do this without the turret, despite the fact that Alan's first line of dialogue after they spawned was to use the searchlight.
But come on, I can take them. I never have to depend on environmental shit except a few times at very specific intervals. Ow. Damn it. Okay, now I've been knocked away from my searchlight. Now what of me?
Take down the big dudes and stay behind the searchlight. Past Cloud, that is not behind the searchlight.
But don't you see, Alan Wake? You have to go over there in order to defeat them. But they are over there.
You will go no further.
Barbara, if you want to block somebody, you have to start from in front of their path, not behind them.
She just threw a van at us from across the county.
Run away. Run away. That's the only thing to do now.
You told me that Barbara could not do exactly this.
That's not Barbara, though.
I know it's not Barbara, but it's the darkness. The thing is, Barbara is in control of the darkness, so yes, it is her.
Alan Wake, this is evil God talking. You are going to die.
Evil God? Are you really just normal God but have a cloak?
I control all of the things you don't understand. Jesus Christ. This section is freaky.
A half spiral staircase.
Thermos,
of course there's a thermos during the escape section.
Of course. Yeah, you know what else is during the escape section? Death.
Platforming, and Barbara throwing trucks at us.
I grabbed a foothold at least 4 times before I fell. What the fuck? Good horror story. Very bad spelunking story. Run towards the light. We did it.
So is the lantern Thomas's?
You made it.
Probably.
Glad I was wrong. It was a foolish chance to take. Don't worry about the noise. We're safe here. I have looked after the well-lit room for many, many years now. There is no shadow in the well-lit room. The power is fail-safe, and all the bulbs are numbered and changed regularly based on their make and model.
Right.
Everybody needs a hobby.
So once we get in there, the evil presence will just start throwing trucks at us again, won't it?
No, the evil presence can't touch the well-lit room because
There's an old
it's
art
well-lit.
place at Raincoat
See?
Point.
Oh, actually, wait. This isn't the well-lit room. That is the well-lit room.
Of course not. There are shadows here.
Not.
Yes, they did. It's my place now.
I like it how Cynthia never explains how she came in possession of this place.
She had a personal relationship with Tom and Barbara.
Take it.
But Tom and Barbara were not electrical engineers. They were writer and
33
woman.
118 need changing soon, and I don't want to climb up the ladder to change them because it's very late and I'm tired. And if you take it, I won't have to do that anymore.
The page was autobiographical, a memory from my childhood. But I didn't write this. It was a page written by Thomas Zane. None of them were supposed to exist anymore.
Alan, 7 years old, would fight sleep to the bitter end. When he did sleep, he soon woke up, screaming, the nightmares fresh in his mind. One evening, his mother, sitting by his bed, offered him an old light switch. She called it the clicker, and flicking the switch would turn on a magical light that would drive the beast away. To imbue the talisman with all possible power, she added that it had been given to her by Alan's father.
It all
Alan never
makes
knew
sense
that
now.
both of his took on mythical proportions
Not
in his
really.
life. With the clicker firmly in his hand, Alan finally slept like a baby.
How could a person who Alan has never met know these things and provide the thing that Alan also had mentioned at the beginning of episode 2?
He took a deep breath and jumped.
My mind swirled. I'd given the clicker to Alice, yet it was here. Zane had written it into existence in a story I had written.
So who's the fucking author?
I could
Well,
get
they're
to
both
it.
the
I
author,
could
believe
finish
it or
this.
not. Zane authored Alan into existence using the powers of the lake. As such, Alan authored. I'm not able to actually connect these dots in a way that is satisfying.
It's okay. In the next part,
But
we
yeah, I am very firm in the fact that Zane wrote Alan into existence.
episode 6. Stay tuned.